everyone, welcome to day 105, I believe. We stayed in town last night because we found a cheap place to stay. It took us forever to get a hitch. I was so angry because I didn't eat breakfast because I thought we would get into town fast enough to get breakfast, but it ended up turning into really lunchtime. Today we have like 3 miles, maybe less than that, till the border of Colorado and New Mexico. New state, last state, woohoo! Hello, long water carries, here we come. And we've got about 4 days to Ghost Ranch. And we're hiking in this cloud. Raman pointed out this is the earliest we've woken up in like a week. It's like we got on trail at 7:48. So we normally get started hiking at 8 or later because we're lazy now. And because it's really cold in the morning. And it's hard to get up when it's that cold. So we'll probably get a decent amount of miles in today. If we don't, it'll be embarrassing. But we're done with mountains above 12,000 now, so it should be relatively easy. Maybe. Border, yay! Goodbye, Colorado. My foot's in New Mexico! Yay! Last state.
Getting it. I know.
Welcome to day 106. New Mexico is very easy and flat. They've done trail maintenance recently on trail, so it's really easy to see where the trail is. However, there's a ton of useless switchbacks. I don't know why there are switchbacks, because there's not enough elevation gain or loss where they put them to need a switchback. You just go straight up it and it'd be like 5%, 10% grade. But no, we have to do 7 switchbacks for a tiny hill. It's pretty useless and annoying. This is the cutest thing I've seen in my life. I need one. It's so fat. So cute! Ah! This is exactly what it goes there. Then it goes right there. Why can't it just go straight? And then look, squiggle, squiggle, squiggle. Just go straight. There's no reason for all this squiggling. Why? Why? Look, here's more of it. Squiggle, 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 squiggle. I like when they point the arrow on CDT in the direction I need to go. It's very helpful. Thanks, CDT. Welcome to day 107. Ew. No, let's do it. Welcome to day 107. We are going to try to get to 28 miles today, because we've got 15 miles, 15.6-ish miles, and then that's our last water source, and there's like no water until we get to the Ghost Ranch alternate, which takes us directly to Ghost Ranch, where my resupply box is, so we don't have to try to hitch and wait 3 hours like we did in Chama. And there's a buffet there, so that's very exciting. Slider decided to camp a little further back, 3 miles behind us, as she caught up to us this morning, because she wakes up earlier than us anyways, and woke us all up. And, yeah. Through lots of forested areas. We're going back up to 10,000 feet today, over a very long period of time. So it's going to be pretty gradual. Here's the bridge I have to cross. I think I just saw a mountain lion across the trail. One of the animals I never wanted to see. They're terrifying. Ah, don't eat me. I'm at the point on trail now where it's time to start looking into plane tickets back home. Because we ideally have like 4 weeks left. Not that long, which is sad, because I'm gonna miss my family, and I'm gonna miss being on trail, even though I complain a lot about it. This is definitely the place where I am at my happiest and feel like I'm doing something worthwhile for myself and challenging myself and all that good stuff. I think that New Mexico is kind of a good and a bad place to finish the trail. Bad because I just came from Colorado and the views there are extraordinary. It's very, I would say, spiritual thing for me to see mountains that dramatic and watch the sunrise and the sunset and see so many beautiful stars out. It's just a very fulfilling area to hike through. And now out here in New Mexico, it's a lot flatter and the views aren't as impressive. Now the good part about New Mexico is that it is flatter. My body's falling apart and is ready to be done. So this is a good break for my body. I'm able to do more miles during the day. Even though daylight time is getting shorter, we're still able to get in like 27 miles a day if we do that. Always going uphill when I record these videos. And it's lovely to walk in the forest, especially when the leaves are changing. It's kind of a little bit delayed from Colorado. Cold here. It reminds me a lot of hiking on the AT, just being swaddled by trees all the time, which is a beautiful feeling and in a different way than seeing dramatic vistas. And it's nice to have flat camp spots in the tree areas, so I don't have to wake up to everything soaking wet from condensation. So yeah, I'm certainly gonna miss being out here when the time comes. Time to buy a plane ticket in town.
Beauty filled with cow shit. I feel like cheers on this side.
Welcome, welcome to day 108. Gaia has not had alcohol. She's just being her normal self. We are heading down to, ooh, look at the view. Appalachian Lake Mountains. We are heading down to Ghost Ranch right now. It was like 14-ish miles from where we camped last night, and it was extremely windy. Chili and ramen got up at 5, or earlier than that, and hiked out because they were cowboy camping. He thought it was going to storm sometime soon, which it has not, and I don't think it's going to. The wind is just screaming. It's fine. There's supposedly a buffet we may or may not be able to get into at Ghost Ranch. There have been some comments that said that they won't let hikers do it, and others say that they did eat there, so we're not entirely sure. So my mood might change drastically later depending on whether or not we can get lunch/dinner. Yay!
Ooh, look at
This trail's very hard to follow. The road keeps disappearing on us. Desert plants, desert plants, So many cacti, so close to trail. Ugh! Don't stab me. Look, they have so many fruits on them. Fruit, fruit, fruit. Fruit, fruit, fruit. Ooh, you're a big one. Tarantula, so fuzzy. Wow, what a change in our environment. Beautiful desert. So many cacti for me to admire. And there's a tarantula. Never seen a tarantula in the wilderness. Wow, so neat. Wow, what an adventure. I found my house. It's right here. I live here now.
Wings kind of sound good. All of it. Canyoneering in general.
Wow. 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 It's so pretty. Look at these fun little huts. Do you think they'll let through hikers sleep in them for free?
Ooh.
Those are the cabins we want to be in. I would like a blue one. Yet again, we have lost the trail, wandering through the desert. Are you a cow now?
I'm dying.
this is terrifying.
Yay!
Go one at a time.
It doesn't say one at a time.
Oh my god.
I'm such a nice friend for waiting.
Nobody dies in this movie. They do really big boo-boos.
Wait, I can make this worse.
That'll do, donkey. That'll do.
I may have shook it. Whee! Oh, bouncy, bouncy. Are you scared, Gaia? Whee! I'm not facing you yet. Here we are, trying to get out of... how do you say this place? Okay, thank you. get out of this nowhere town. And no one will. Here's the road. Now there's no one, but there's now we have a sign that Ramen made us. So it's got always got a Family Dollar and a cafe, and that's it. Please pick us up.
So nice.
1 hour later.
A little bit. Sunsets all the time.
Throw myself in front of a picture.
Ooh, ah.
And dog. See the moon!
Driver!
That's the best you're gonna give me?
What?
That's the best you're gonna give me?
I'll give you
So fancy. Welcome to day 109. I slept so well last night. It was kind of warmer than normal. That right there is our rain cloud for the day. I think there's more coming after that. It's supposed to rain on and off today. Hopefully none of it hits us and we get really lucky. We'll see. Slider is slightly ahead of us because it took us a long time to get a hitch from that cafe we stopped at. So she camped like a mile ahead of us. We're gonna reconnect to the CDT today and hopefully get a good amount of miles in today so we can walk into Cuba tomorrow at a reasonable time. So we shall see how that ends up working out. I anticipate we'll get a reasonable amount of miles in unless it starts dumping rain on us. Then we'll probably stop. Oh well, we're at the end. I think our goal is to be finished by November 3rd now. So not too long, not too many days left. Kind of sad. Oh well. I'm ready. I am ready to be done, but also ready not to be done. All my stuff is ripping. Time to replace everything. I went the wrong way. Oopsie daisies. It's okay. I'll connect back up in a moment. Where are you, Trail? Just did like 5 or 6 long flat switchbacks down a hill, which definitely could have been more efficient. And I look at gugs and they're not even on there, it's just a straight line down. So obviously this is new trail work. I don't understand why they're making the new trails so weird. Right now, it's about, should have swallowed my candy before I started talking. Right now it's about 8 o'clock. We've done all the elevation gain that we need to do for today. And we are gonna go 3 more miles to get to a water source. We decided to hike more tonight so that we can get into Cuba earlier tomorrow. And it's been a nice, not incredibly steep grade up for 5-6 miles. And we had stopped at the last water source to eat dinner which I love doing because then I'm using my dinner energy for hiking and not for sleeping. So I kind of had a second wave of energy to do this little section. And it actually works out perfectly because it puts us for tomorrow to be mostly downhill, but it's going to be very, very cold tonight. It's going to be 35 down in town, and we're going to be at 10,000 feet, which is like maybe 3,000 higher than Cuba. I'm not exactly sure on that. So it's probably going to be in the 20s tonight. Luckily, I have a 10-degree quilt and a merino layer for my whole body and a puffy layer for my whole body except for my feet. I think my puffy booties are waiting for me in Cuba. So I'll be nice and cozy warm. And I tend to sleep very well when it's cold out. But my nose will run all night long, which is super annoying and gross. I'll update you on how freezing it is in the morning. Welcome to day 109, I think. Morning. I'm now at this reservoir. It was really cold this morning, and I was doing a lot of puffy things. So I didn't really want to take out my camera. We have about 11.5 miles left. Oops, sorry. We have about 11.5 miles left of our hike into town today. This lake has some really interesting looking rocks, which I think are jasper, but I'm not a geologist, so I have no clue what they are. They're just really smooth, orangish, yellowish colored rocks that have different modeling patterns inside of them. It's cool. Yep, we're gonna zero in Cuba tomorrow, and that'll be our last zero, and then we have 23 days left, I believe. I have a countdown now on my phone of when we're gonna finish. It's kind of scary, kind of great. My body's ready. I'm not. Oh, it's cold again. Brr.
People need to see this.
Do they need to see that?
He wants you to see his talent. This is his only talent.
I can use for an entire Taylor Swift album.
Chili's talent is riding a trekking pole horse. I don't know what the hell Caveman's doing. They're both riding very, very wild horses, I think. Still going. It's just that my head apparently is very flat and I can bounce a trekking pole on it.
I'll bet $10 and 5 McChickens I can get all the way to Cuba.
You're gonna bet yourself? Puppies. Puppy. Are you gonna throw up this time?
I didn't throw up last time. I almost did.
Just dry heat.